Wait, am I going? Shit, man. So I think it's husky. I need fox also. Which one is it? I think it might be. We are still on the husk of iron because pretty good guy. Fast. Decent good players. 18, 15, 18, 18, 15, yeah, not too bad.
Coming to you live, the last few adjustments.
We want to accelerate. We're basically going to forward. Kita sini 10 dulu, namun kita taruh let's just try to look at it if I can start. Get some distance. Front and shower. That's very hard. Oh my god, same mistake at the same point. What the fuck? I just wants to lift. decided to do right in the straight. God, I'm fucking up so bad. Nah, I don't like this one. Oh, I don't know if the Husker one is it. Need to try out another bike sorting. Because I like it, you know, the acceleration's great and all that, don't get me wrong, but I just don't know. Probably YZ450. Pretty sure it's Antonio. No. It's this guy. No, it's no. What am I on? No, no. Right. Let's see. Track selection. I'm saying that I'm doing pretty good. I'm gonna upgrade. I'm gonna do hard. Because I'm not doing awful in these races. That game compound as extra. Don't take good on it actually. It's a 15-minute race. Let's just see if I can actually survive the thing. I'm gonna play some music. I'm concentrate a bit better. I'm going mute so much.
Riders are getting closer to the starting.
I was in the wrong gear. Let's restart it, see if I can get a better start, maybe.
riders are returning to their pits. Let's take this time before the award-giving ceremony to scroll through the final rankings.
So that's that race done, do you have to say? The YZ450, it is as good as it is in game than it is in real life. Ooh, hefty paycheck. I don't know if it's the one I want to get though. I've got more bikes to test out. I'm going to get a 450, I think, get a 125, YZ. So I know it's a bit hypocritical getting another YZ, but yeah, Husqvarna it's too back weight heavy than it is front heavy. Front wheel just wants to lift up. So there is so much credit in them. Okay, 19,000 for yeah. We do have bikes here that we could try out. I don't know if I want another 250 because the KTM 250, it is good. You know, very, very fast. I don't think got 252 shirts. Turn back the days off. Yeah, 252 shirts. Ooh. That is fast. But is it good? Oh, that's 250. Let's see if we can try it out in the time trial. It's strange at least you can use 2 strokes. You actually have bought one. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom and go KM or MX250. Kawasaki 250. I've got one of those, like real life. Not even joking. My goal in this game is, it doesn't matter what you're doing, as long as you're having fun, you know, because, yeah. I don't know if this is the 2-stroke or the 4-stroke, but, you know, it'd be nice to try it out in case one of it goes. Yeah, it's a 4-stroke. There's these. For the bike. I'm gonna jump the ball too. Ooh, nearly. Oh my god. Kind of Mario. We could try some PS videos. And a big wheel. Oh my god, that front wheel doesn't let me about. Nah, that bike is not out. It was switched to clean. Stuck between getting another 250 or 450. At the end of the day, I've got the KTM 450, but it's fucking shit. Generally, is the worst bike ever. You know, I have a KTM doing a bit, but that's, you know, love riding it. Brilliant, 2-stroke. But, you know, this game is rather realistic. In some games, you know, 250s at the same time as 450, and that doesn't make sense. So what am I thinking about getting a Yamaha? Acceleration, speed's good. So this is what I don't get. I have this the KTM I have, but it's not great. I am an MX2, I'm gonna be an MXGP. There we go. I want the fat type. Sounds good. You're not annoying around in it, does it? It does. Yeah. I'm not from Ireland. I'm normal. See, I want to use my 4-stroke, but I still haven't figured out how to do that. Oh, right to 50 for a wee bit. Like if I was on a 450 here, it'd be a bit harder considering. Oh my god, I looked it out. Oh, slid out. That's the thing about this game. You can kind of do that and then try it down. Just kind of land flat out here. And then you do some. What you don't, you want to learn. No, I'm not a professional at this game, but I've put in a lot of practice and time before I started racing. But you want to learn. It's the same as real life savings. If you're in the doing, you know, holding an RP game down time, it's just going to put you back forward. That's how life works. So let me show you. If I hold in my acceleration, so to push that back end, if I don't go the acceleration, like give myself out. And if I'm brake, then with a low school, that's called brake habit. It's kind of you to help you so you don't case. You don't want to case in a jump, so if you're too heavy on the back, you know, you want to stop that accelerating. Don't find yourself going too far forward. You know, just give it a little bit of that. I don't really see it. Oh my god, I looked at it again, it seems good. If you're racing, you wanna... No, what I find helps manual gear switching, because what the fuck? What happened there? Hold on. With manual gear switching, it helps you be faster. So let's see, I hit that there. We went to the right and just fucking died. That's bad. But no, you want to use manual gear switching, that's what I use. So, you know, if you're... See the way I'm hitting the limiter, third gear, but whenever I land, I get the perfect accelerator. You know what you want to have going for you. But anyway, just pit first go quick, and want to get used to it. Oh shit, it's a tree. Let me give you an example of a race start. But no, with the mind gear switching, I did. It messed me up. Okay. I'm gonna stop dying. And then die. See there, that would have swapped me to fourth, but if I'm sitting here accelerating perfectly, and I sent me back a little bit, so well. What if I do? You want to create a map that you like? You just kind of want to, you know, be on it a lot. Get used to the track, get used to the gear switching, you know, what corners you need to set your gears for. See, this map, I didn't really like racing, so I spent a lot of time in these maps and Canada. It's kind of helped me get better. It helped me a lot with, you know, brake tapping, accelerating, you know, those jumps, you know, clearing triples, quads, and all, stuff like that. And shit. Maybe, you know, hold up, let me do like a race fight. You can use your turn and you can also lean into it, like, so I'm turning like this. So I'm turning like this, but you can also lean into it more. So there's the foot out that goes in because you're leaning. Now, if you're turning a corner and you're trying to like even yourself out with a wing, you don't want to put in yourself. You don't want to do that because that'll put you in a scrum or something. But oh god. Let me try to find like a. Let me try to find the start of this track. I'm just not on it. Some dairy stuff. People in dairy hopefully don't know. I'm just not like back anymore. I'm not going to do next extra. This is perfect though, because I know the starters in here, because I've had this track all the time. Oh, okay. So if your starting gate is here, so I usually put in the second. You know, you want to keep on that accelerator for whenever the gate drops. There's a chance you can live it out, depends on what bike you're on. Once the gate goes, just dump the clutch and go. Now, if you're on like a nose heavy bike, if you're on a like back heavy bike, where the front's really heavy and you find that you're just doing this all the time, and then you're going off and you're ripping it out, what you want to do is with the button that you lean and scrub with, you want to lean forward on it. So, see the way my bike's pitching up the front end now? Not a really bad, but do that, but you can see whenever you lean forward, you kind of like this, and let the clutch and go, you're leaning forward, and you let go, and then you start shifting. Now for this track, I primarily use third gear, but same thing I'm on a 250 and I'm kind of shifting between fours, and I can't, oh, I'm not clear that quad on the 250. got a shit run up there. No, but in this game, I like going between the third hard difficulty and the 350 and 450. I cannot play that in 250. Okay, let's know that. Right. If you're getting into MXGP Pro, I know the title suggests something else, but I'm just giving my thoughts. If you're getting into MXGP Pro, and say, you like Yamaha, go for Yamaha. I made the mistake of not going for Yamaha, and I regret it, trust me. What the bike shit happened? Yeah, no, I regret not going for Yamaha. So why do okay. You know, I regret not going for the Yamaha because amazing bikes for there, honestly. Oh my god. Yeah. Not that hard. But no. Definitely, what I would say is, if you're only doing time attack, that's what I've done for a while, and it helped me get used to backwards in the bike. But then start going for Grand Prix, and, whenever you're getting used, put the race length on, medium, because you're 15 minutes. Now, I'm doing a short race, but that's just because I'm trying to get this 450 as quick as I can. And, fucking UAI difficulty, you want it up there as you go. So, yeah, let's get into the race. On the KTM 450, is why not. No, another thing is bike setup. You're probably thinking, I just want the speed. No, I want the best possible come out. During brakes, I think R2 is my rear wing. Yeah.
Riders are getting
bike setup. Keep your gear ratio the way it is. You can change it if you want to go faster. Like my brake response on aggressive and my acceleration. And on my wheelbase for this map, I usually have a short. You can make slots for that, so you can. But that helps. But I like to do it as I go. So starting off the side. I got decent starts already. Oh, okay, then I got fucked off. I'm not sure if this goes through before. Oh my god, I need to restart this race.
the director.
God. Oh, I ain't racing on this bike, bro. As I said, do not go for KTM, bro. They suck. The 450 does anyway. Especially, if you're riding other bikes and you're clearing bigger jumps that you can't clear on the bike that you selected, don't go back to it, because it'll just hold you back. It won't be what you're used to. You'll maybe get, a slower place, which you don't want to happen. So, I think I'm going to race on Kawasaki 450. Love Kawasaki's. Best bikes about it. They are. I fucking love Kawasaki's. I have one in real life, and there's no complaints about it. Literally couldn't have a better bike. They want to use it.
Today's MXGP race.
So here, keep that. Beautiful Kawasaki's are best bikes in my opinion. Not to mention I don't like the sound of the playthrough. And I started off with it. No problem with this now, like you'll see the power difference between Kawasaki and the playthrough. Now obviously this is a game. This isn't real. Couldn't get that jumped out with people. These are AI. You're racing against real people. Oh my god, I just cut half the track. Hard down driving. Now if you're racing against real people, I don't have PlayStation Plus, so I can't do that. But I'm hoping to soon. But no, if you're looking, you know, the game lets you select what you want. I need to go for Yamaha or Kawasaki. You'll see what I'm doing here is I'm letting off the throttle with this one. That's just so I can pitch my head out like this. I can brake pump and just kind of slip myself down. Oh my god, I'm just not getting that ammo. No. Hope I can make it back up to first place. Oh my Jesus, listens. I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I do this because it's fun. It's nice to be able to like call people that somebody might watch this instead of, you know, talking to myself. 8th place, long miles up miles, spread out the miles. You'll see in those jumps there, you'll see that I kept my front wheel, because, you know, dirt bikes, they're all back wheel drive. That corner is stupid, I don't know why it's like that. Yeah, but all dirt bikes are back wheel drive, so if you turn around and, I don't know, get a better car, you know, always round with the back wheel. And even if you like to do jump round with the back wheel, because if you round with the front wheel, it increases the chance of you going into the car, and like if you round back wheel, you kind of control it more. See the way I'm landing with my back wheel first instead of my front wheel is because I get more power. Obviously there is that chance that I can look it out. Over these, you want to hold that front back wheel up. And you want to hold that front wheel up. Over these jumps here, I'll show you. So, put my front end up, I'm getting more boost. God, like I just pushed me off the track. Push me off the track, maybe I'll still reverse my wings. Now you've got scrubs. They are fun to do, but seeing tracks like this, you don't really have any space to do them. Like, I'll try to do one here. Not even a scrub, just kind of try how to win. Oh my god, my bike's just like a front flip. I didn't have enough speed in that track now. Oh my god, I'm back in 6th. I got a boost from that guy's skull. He's going to be eating from the tube soon. That's just how to land on me. Doing the best, how long? We've got a minute left in this race, which means we're going to hit the, you know, try to get first. I'm not linging around corners. If you're in ruts, I wouldn't recommend linging because, you know, obviously there's that chance you can stand out. But if you're in like a big open corner, like the one I've just done, by all means use your lane. This KTM just fighting for second place again. I'm fighting to get first. No better fight anymore. Oh my god, I've just got first. I just looked at me and said, "You have it." Right. See that big wall there? If you are trying to race this track, you know, because it's short and it's easier to get around, you get more laps. I would recommend trying to clear that wall, but you probably can do it in 250s. It's probably just a lot harder than like what on like a 450. Right, see, by leaning around this corner, you know, make it sweet and short and sweet, just because I'm peaking. Yeah. And now you can clear, see the Honda 450 for a really bike. The Yamaha, as you've seen it do, it can do it very easily. 3 more laps to do, so that's my payback. I'm just setting the best time. In fact, that's my best time out of anything this one. But yeah, honestly, spend time in time attack. So yeah, I'm supposed to try to do like another week with it. Yes, but do time attack, do free play run this map, because this map, the MX track, it's fun. It's not the easiest track to get around, but you know, once you get it dialed in, it's not too bad. And I'm not trying to spoil the things and say, oh yeah, get this bike, it's better. You know, get whatever bike you want. Like, you know, I own a Kawasaki in real life, but I didn't have a Kawasaki in this game. It's because, you know, I don't feel the need to get one. And then, you know, Yamaha's fast, they look cool, and they're iconic. You guys want me to get one. Kawasaki's, don't get me wrong, they're iconic too, but, you know, I want the best chance of winning this game. But generally, in this game, I think the 2 best bikes, or bikes you can get, are Kawasaki's and Yamahas. Husqvarna, they are fast, don't get me wrong. Speedy bikes. Well, in my opinion, I think they're right. They're too back end heavy and more front heavy. Could be 360 there, that was pretty nice for this. Last lap or so. The thing I like about this map is I have the time. It takes me about a minute, on average, about a minute and 10 seconds to get around this track. There's that really coming in the help. Now you can clear the triple in this, but that triple is a lot bigger than what you would think. See that backward drive could push me up somewhere. Putting on our last lap here. It'll be screw up a double do. That was cringy.
Today's race.
Just died, right? See how much I get. 3,000 MX credits, which means I'm 2,000 away from that YZ 450. Well, I know the intro said Husqvarna, but honestly, Husky's just not it for me anymore. When you get myself YZ, how much am I away from it? Let's see. Okay, 2,000 away. Probably cost a few laps and then time attack. I'm actually the beta on the YZ. I'm just going to take this one. Look at it. I'm going to cost him in the YZ. Mess about a little bit. Now I set a new time record on this track with 1 minute 4 seconds on the Kawasaki. I'm going to do maybe 5-6 laps on the YZ and see if I can maybe top that. the thing I don't like about Time Attack is that it's, you know, you can start off in autopilot. Like, you can also race your ghost in this, but I have that turned off because I find it throws me off because, you know, I'm trying to do new things whenever I'm not really. Yes, I'm going to return to the pick here and up this gear ratio. It's like it's fast. Wheelbase will short, brake, massive, acceleration, yada yada yada. That's good. You know, on this track, I kind of main third and second gear. I'm never in first. I'm in fourth the odd time. I just died. No, I have not. No, I like this game because it feels almost realistic. No way am I a professional at this game. I just have some hours on this already. I'm not. The thing about all these games Time Attack and like free play, so it does get quite repetitive and boring. But you know, trying out Grand Prix and different maps, you know, it helps. You know, kind of get better. You know. Yeah, it just helps the game feel better. And like, you know, like there's something about flying about, hitting jumps and whatnot, hitting strikes. And that was risky, I nearly died then. Do not go off the track, do not fall. Return to the pit and change the entire gear ratio. You'll find once you change your gear ratio, you have to change them all. I like the look of this, so I do. Let's race against the ghost. Oh my god, I went over the fucking bars. I'm not. See, if you're hitting the rev limiter every time you go in like R2, that doesn't necessarily mean you need to switch up a gear. It just means, you know, your bike's in front of the car. But like once you're like on a straight and you know you're going to speed, you want to change up a gear. See, like it's no matter. I've done that on the speed because its front is so light. Can I do the triple? Just light. That's probably harder than the bottom, in my opinion. Yeah, but like you can race against your ghost, but I'm gonna push you. I'm gonna push you, you know, so you can try and get better. I'm taking the inside line. Oh, never mind. We'll change it back to normal gear issue. Damn, that sucks. One thing might help. Is I actually 2 miles an hour. Let's see how that goes. But yeah, you can also go in here and mess about with different wheel lengths and all. You probably like that, that's confusing, but read the description, it actually does help. Do we 360 there, so I can like those two if I every time, which I think I might. Definitely like how ball. I want to get this car. Now, if you're constantly falling from like, say landings that go into turns, really better than how happy so it is. And over jumping in this game, right? You might be trying a lot of speed into your jump and you over jump and you find you lose a speed to me. So that's where brake traffic kind of comes into help. Oh my god, I got my back. Okay, let's go back here. See how much I've off from that actually. Maybe like 800, 600, maybe. 360, I'll take that. Oh. Do one more race to unlock the 450. Probably end up being the worst race of my life, but I mean, because I'm fucking tired. But you know, dedication, dedication. We'll try that. We're going on the realistic AI difficulty. Let's see the quick race. This might be at 2 minutes. I'm just ready this for.
The last few adjustments.
Want that ratio all the way up. We want this. And this one, we want that wheelbase short. Final dog. Let's see how they do this. Really not so bad. At least the start we were flying. You know what I mean? Bigger jumps, you know, you get up places quickly. And that gear ratio too big. So with that short wheelbase, the acceleration, nothing. See, it all sounds big until you get used to it. And I'm just saying, not all maps look like this. I've had it look out. You have sand maps, you have web maps. But, you know, you can do your 5-minute races and all that, which are good if you're trying to make quick credits to get like a quick purchase, or even though actually is. I have no idea how much credits I'm going to get from this. Hopefully 1,000, which will be enough to get the 450 that I'm on now. So you know, you've got different riders you can ride, that like try different bikes if you want to purchase them. But if you want to actually own a bike with a personal character, you know, you've got to get credits for that already. You know, you can use time attack to get it, but you know, that will be a lot of laps. Good thing about this is it doesn't give you like an invalid lap if you go out of bounds. You'll just have to respawn and you could lose a place from that, but that's not good. I think you'd much rather lose a place and get an invalid lap and get football credits. There's some car outside the island. Oh, my brother just went off the track. Thankfully it didn't make me respawn, but that might. Now in the 15-minute races, although they fucking like, you know, they suck and they're not fun to do at all. You know, they do give you more credits. They give you around. Depends on what place you come. I came, I think, like 6th place in the race because I fell off. I got a really gappy start on a hill. You know, it was on the Husqvarna, it was really light in the front, so that back wheel just kept on lifting. And I think I came like 4th and 6th. And I still got like 3,000 kilometers from that. But whenever I come first, I think I get like 4,800, so you're getting close to like a 5,000 credits, which whenever I first got that, you know, it felt awesome. Because I was only getting like 320 from time trial. So, you know, to find out that, you know, doing Grand Prix are going just fine off. I don't want to lose my place in. Dude, see, doing like scrubs, whips. Although there's no whip button in this game, you can kind of do them in the you know, like you set up a scrub, but then just kind of whip it. Like that, and I'm gonna, you know, save that because that was kind of clean. You know, it just makes your riding hard. Although the physics in this, like the scrub and whip physics, aren't fast. You know, it still makes you feel. They still look nice. You have to do 360s in this one. Now I don't think you get any points for scrubs and tricks like that, but you know, it doesn't matter. But no, ideally, like Grand Prix, like the 15-minute ones, you want to aim to come between 5th and 1st. The best thing to do is just create some distance between yourself and, you know, the other riders. Now, although this is AI, it's on the highest AI difficulty, which to me doesn't make me feel that hard. It feels like medium. Feels like easy action. I think the only thing that changes is the starts. You know, you have to be more quick to accelerate. Oh my god, I'm in control. That's not very good, is it? That's that auto transmission there. No, that's just minor transition. You know, you don't want to close it on, but you can use the clutch. It's different in real life. You know, if you're in a jump, you lose all your speed. It might send you into neutral. But if you hold in that clutch, you know, your bike's not going to do well, like that. You see how I'm not, like, moving? I'll hold it like that, you know, that's what I clutch. That's with clutch. already kind of in like a nose-heavy position there, but yeah. Finished first, love it.
Today's race is...
I'm sure I get it. That was a 3-minute race, and I got 4,200 with a 300 race bonus. Unrealistic, so you know, it also does. Now let's find out why is he 450, because I want to go to bed. 25 and 1. The grind don't stop us. But yeah, pretty good race it was. The controls are very fucking weird in this game, even though they're not, you know. It's good once you get used to it. That's good. Oh, is that my guy? No, it is not. There we go. Make sure. Yep. Okay. I've got a YZ450 now. Lovely. And well, good night, y'all. I'm going to go to bed now. Thank you for watching. If you